Hi, so I would like to create another scenario to work on these Angular JS applications, which is this super calculator, wherein which I would like to enter 1 and a 2 and I click on a go. The sum of two numbers I would like to generate it, which is as a 3. I would like to generate this particular script. So here I'm creating another new program and I'm naming it as a scenario 2. I don't want my main method also, as I want to copy that complete instance from my previous script. I just copied the code from my previous test script, which will create an object to an ng driver, which is a protractor, and then which will maximize the browser, which will open the app. So in order to open the app, this is an application URL which I have got. I changed my application URL. Once after opening the application, I need to enter a value here. Right click on a first text field, inspect. So it is having ng model as a first. Copy this one. As it is having an ng model, driver dot find element. For sure, I can use an ng by here. Dot, it is a model. Dot, I can use a senkeys command as a 4. Okay. Again, there is a text field. We have a second text field here. Right click, inspect. The model name, it is having a model property and it is having a second text field. So driver dot find element ng by dot model. Again, I'm using a senkeys command wherein which I'm entering 6 here. And after that, I need to perform a click operation on a go button to generate the search results. Inspect. See here, the go button, it is having an ng click inside that. So the button is having a method which is ng click, and even it is having some ID property. Directly go with an ID property. See, whenever the objects are having an ID property, we can directly go with an ID property only. So here, driver dot find element by dot ID dot click. Guys, if you clearly observe, for these two objects, okay, for below two objects, we give angular control, and for this object, we give a normal WebDriver control. Okay, guys. So this is a simple logic which you need to consider. And at the end, I am asking it to wait for some time. And I would like to terminate my instance to stop for maximum amount of time to see whether the script is executing or not. Let me run my test script and whether the sun is generating or not. Let me execute my test script. Of course, it opened the app, 4 plus 6, it clicked on a go, and the search results 10 got retrieved here. We can add a few more scenarios like getting a value from there, and we can verify the text present on that, which you can consider scenario as your practice. Verify whether 10 is there or whether 10 got displayed or not, which is you can consider scenario for your practice, guys. Okay, which you can consider scenario for your practice. Okay, which you can consider this as a scenario for your practice. Okay, great. So this is one scenario, and another scenario is on this Angular org application. Okay, on this Angular JS org application, we do have a small scenario here, where in which we can enter our name and even it will display that particular name. So let me open that angularjs.org directly. Okay, and if you scroll down, so here I think we can enter our name. Let me see the scenario where exactly it one is. AngularJS, your name as a Julie, by your name as a Julie, and hello Julie. So somewhere else it's not here. Okay, so here is Surendra. So here is guys, if I am entering some name here, it is retrieving some, generating some text here. Hello Surendra. So if I entered Surendra Jagannatham, it is saying hello Surendra Jagannatham. So here, let's try to enter a value as a Ramya, and let's try to verify whether hello Ramya is displaying or not. So I am using our previous desired normal script which we have created using a Node.js. To handle this stuff, again I am creating a new scenario in my Eclipse editor, scenario 3, where in which I'm just copying my previous code till launching a browser. Okay, and I'm pasting up to here. And I noticed that Ramya inspects. So here this text field is having a model property. Go back. Driver dot find element. It is an Angular control. Ng by dot model dot send keys Surendra. I just entered Surendra. Whenever we entered Surendra, in the below text field, okay, in the below text field, your name is generating. So here is the location. So here it is having ng binding. So here it is having ng binding. If you clearly observe, it is having some ng binding information. Okay, so it is having ng binding out over there. So what I would like to do right now means, okay, so here driver dot find element ng by dot binding your name dot get text. Let me try to get the text from that location. String val is equal to system dot out dot println text is plus val. And here I don't want to verify anything else. I would like to quit my browser. Let me run my test script as a Java application and see what it is retrieving and what exactly it is printing to the console. Okay, what exactly it is retrieving and what exactly it is printing. Text is hello Surendra. Great. It just retrieved that information. ng binding, that's it. I just specified the binding. Automatically it is retrieving the whole information and it is printing that particular information. Okay, it is printing that particular information. As it is a binding, I used binding here. In the browser, I noticed that object is of a binding. Hence I used ng binding here, which will retrieve these values. That's it. We just retrieved these values. There is a simple concept how to handle this stuff. Okay, this is a simple way how to handle this concept, guys. This is the way how can we use protractor using a Java application. Whatever the scenario you want, just use it. Just write down this program. Automatically, it can interact with the applications. Okay, so these are the basic scenarios, guys. You can implement your own scenarios and you can work on a n number of applications to work a protractor using a Java programming language. Okay, so this is the basic stuff which I have, guys.